Boy, was I stuck on number 16243.
Profile.
Come on, look human, will you? You can do your bawling while you're having your fingerprints taken.
I'd like to give you a footprint right where it belongs.
This is your room, Mary.
You get 2 towels a week. The shower is at the end of the hall. Your door is never locked. We want our girls to feel free.
What am I supposed to do about those? Look the other way?
You'll forget all about those windows in a day or two.
I won't forget them in 10,000 days.
My dear, I advise you not to take that attitude. You're being punished for a crime, and there's no need in punishing yourself still further. Why don't you let us help you? We do our best to understand a girl's individual problems and to help her reorganize her outlook and her future.
Well, thanks just the same. My future's been organized.
Here's your pumpkin, Cinderella, and your magic wand.
Oh, thanks, Agnes. That's sweet of you. Where do we start?
We gotta manicure the basement stairs.
You mean they're going to give us a chance to work our way up?
A joke at last. I was beginning to think you didn't have it in you. I tell you, if you can clown a little, this is easy, Kit.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Well, that's going to be.
I want a book.
Couldn't you be a little more precise? Do you want a green book, a yellow book, a thin one, a thick one?
I think I'd like a thick one.
How long are you in for?
3 years.
All right. I'll get you Gone with the Wind.
Well, no. I'd like something to study.
What is it you want to know, child?
I'd like to know how it could happen.
How what could happen?
My being in jail for nothing.
You don't keep out of jail by being innocent, kid. You keep out by being smart. You can't do anything against the law. You can do everything within the law. Yes, kid, you're talking to somebody who found that out. A little too late. I'm in from now on. And if I'd read 100 pages out of any of those law books, right now I'd be free as a bird. Happy, rich, and guilty.
I'll take one.
Gee, I hate to go away and leave you, Mary.
Stand up straight, will you?
Say, this looks swell. You make that cheap stuff look like $1 million. Now, with a blue fox fur and 4 rhinestone clips.
Do you remember what I told you about simple clothes?
Maybe. Not for my racket. The more flash, the more cash.
I wouldn't go back to your racket, Agnes.
What do you expect me to do, retire and be a duchess?
What are you in here for?
You know, blackmail.
Did you ever hear of breach of promise?
Yeah, the same thing.
Now, there's a slight difference. When you sue someone for breach of promise, it's usually settled out of court in a nice, legal manner.
You mean blackmail them with a lawyer? Right out in the open?
It's legal.
Say, that's a good idea, Mary. That's awfully good.
The law's always good if you have it on your side.
Gee, that's a racket with police protection. Did you learn that in those thick books you're always reading?
That's one of the things.
What time is it, Miss McGinnis?
You'll be free in an hour and a half, Agnes.
Thank you, Miss McGinnis.
Well, stand still, then.
Look, the firm white part underneath the dress is me. Be kind to it. It's sensitive.
Well, then stand still.
An hour and a half. Want me to see anyone for you?
Nope. Thanks.
You haven't had anyone visit you since you checked in at this resort. Haven't you got any friends at all?
I've got you. You bet your Aunt Harriet's toupee you got me.
You better hurry, Agnes. You can't keep the warden waiting, you know.
Gee, Mary, I hate to leave you, but I'll be waiting for you and I'll write you. Will you write me back?
Of course I will, Agnes.
Hurry up, Agnes.
Oh, listen. There's only one thing I want to say. I never thought I'd be glad I was thrown in stir, but this time I am. Meeting you was worth it. Only hurry. Hurry up. Let's go. Oh, oh.
Red prints the best bonds in the racket. How's that look?
You can't prove it by me.
Pretty good. How's your southern drawl, Agnes?
Mighty fine, sir.
Well, now, here's the setup. It's like finding
Oh, I
money.
almost forgot. What time is it?
Oh, never mind the time.
What time is it?
10 after 5.
Oh, I've got to hurry.
Where are you going?
I've got to meet Mary.
Who's Mary? We've got a fortune in our hands, and she's got to meet some small-time shoplifter she met in the clink.
She's no crook.
What do you want with her, then?
She's a friend of mine, and I promised to meet her.
All right. We'll be at your place at 8 o'clock. And remember, it's a business appointment. Get rid of that dame before we get up there.
See you later. Mary! Oh, I was scared to death I'd miss you. The traffic was awful.
I should have known you'd be
Of
here.
course you should.
Isn't it a terrifying sensation to suddenly get out of school?
Oh, you'll forget all about that as soon as we get a decent meal, Lydia. Come on.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if heaven were a great big bathtub and you never had to get out.
Violet, Ravinia, Pine Balsam, Rose. Which do you want?
I'll take them all. It'd take a ton of that to kill the smell of that medicated soap. You smell like a barber shop.
Now, let's see. How long has it been since you looked in a real mirror?
3 years.
I got an awful shock when I looked at it, but you'll be all right there.
Hello, stranger. How have you been? As I thought so. You've changed.
For the better.
Maybe. If it's better to be wiser and older and a little bitter.
Nonsense. You look young and innocent and sweet.
Well, I hope so. It's the only asset I've got.
Come in.
Where is... Hey, Aggie, where's the beer opener?
Behind the coffee pot.
Hurry up, will you? I got a date in an hour. All right, this'll be short and sweet. I've been nursing this guy for 6 weeks. And here's the bill of goods I've sold him. A certain southern widow has inherited a whole sock full of bonds, but she can't sell them until the estate is probated. Now, she needs dough, and she's willing to take a loss. Aggie, you're the southern widow.
Okay, I'm Scarlett O'Hara.
Now, all you've got to remember is that some silly Yankee law is stopping you from selling these bonds. But you're going to do it no matter what. And when he offers to buy, hand him the phonies. There they are. Eddie, you're Aggie's brother. We'll put you up at the hotel.
Wait a minute, Joe. Why bring Eddie in on this? You don't really need him.
A little atmosphere always helps.
I know, Joe, but Eddie's already done 3 stretches. Next time it's for life. Why do you make him take the risk if you don't need him? Come on, Joe. Leave him out of it just this once.
Someday you're going to stop belly aching and the shock will knock me dead.
Now, nobody's going to get into any trouble this time. We'll be in Florida with $50,000 before you know it.
Yum, yum. I'll catch me a swordfish.
Yum, yum. I'll catch me a millionaire.
Who's that?
What's going on here?
Now, don't get yourself in an uproar. This is Mary, the girl I was telling you about. Mary, this is Red, Eddie, Joe, and June, all members of this club.
How do you do?
What you doing here?
She happens to be living here, that's all.
You think that's being smart?
Oh, you don't have to worry about Mary. She's okay. She's clever. Let her come along on this job as my sister.
Well, thank you very much, Agnes, but I want no part of this job.
Oh, you don't, eh?
I certainly don't. And what's more, I don't think you do either, Agnes.
Don't I?
Now, wait a minute. What have you got against picking up 10 grand in a hurry?
Jail. I don't like jail. It's too confining.
Don't worry, Mary. Joe knows what he's doing.
Want to reform us?
No. But I don't want to play the wrong side of a racket. I want to make easy money the same as you do. But I want to make it and stay where the cops can't touch me. Within the law.
That's a pretty big order.
Maybe. But I've got ideas.
No doubt. I'll bet they're beautiful.
Well, at least they don't include hiding in basements and fainting every time a cop wants to sell you a ticket to the policeman's ball.
Maybe she's right. Lots of people make money without knocking over policemen.
Sure they do. They just take advantage of every loophole in the law. And they don't wind up in front of a judge.
You talk as though you know a lot about the law.
I do.
Got anything definite?
Yes.
Okay. Shoot.
Well, this little plan is strictly legal.